Ever found yourself feeling low and unwell after a night of partying and wonder why it happens? You're likely experiencing what's known as a come-down. This is the body's reaction to the high produced by recreational substances like MDMA or cocaine. The exhilaration of an all-night party, the heart racing, dancing, and good times can leave your body simply exhausted. If you've mixed drugs with alcohol, dehydration may also play a part in this come-down. These substances instigate a chemical reaction in your brain, prompting neurons to release feel-good hormones like dopamine and serotonin, resulting in the euphoria of a high. However, as these effects start to wear off, you may experience a depletion of these hormones, leading to feelings of sadness, loneliness, and even hopelessness. Remember, these substances might feel good in the moment, but they're toxic to your body. It's essential to let your body recover. It's not just physical, is it? The emotional aftermath can be just as tough, if not tougher. Now, let's dive into the emotional whirlwind that often accompanies a come-down. It's like a roller coaster, isn't it? One moment you're on top of the world, the next you're plummeting into an abyss. Feelings of depression, anxiety, guilt, and shame may flood in, and it can be overwhelming. But let's remember, these are temporary emotional states, a result of the chemical imbalance caused by drug use. It's a bit like the weather, isn't it? Just as storms pass, so do these feelings. You might be engulfed in a cloud of sadness, feeling as if you're sinking in a sea of despair. But remember, it's just a storm. It's not the climate, it's not the landscape, it's just the weather, and it will pass. Perhaps you're feeling guilty about something you did or didn't do while under the influence. Or maybe you're feeling ashamed because you broke a promise to yourself or someone else. These feelings are valid, and it's important to acknowledge them, but don't let them define you. Mistakes don't make you a failure, they make you human. And then there's anxiety. The worry about what you said, what you did, how you acted. It's easy to get caught up in a spiral of negative thoughts. But remember, your brain is trying to rebalance itself. These thoughts are not the reality. They're distortions caused by the chemical imbalance. So, when you're riding this emotional roller coaster, remind yourself that it's temporary. You're not alone in this journey. Many have been through it and have come out stronger on the other side. It's okay to feel these emotions, but don't let them trick you into believing that they are your new reality. In the grand scheme of things, these feelings are just a small part of who you are. You are more than your mistakes, more than your guilt, and certainly more than your come-down. Don't let these temporary feelings trick you into thinking they're your reality. You're more than the sum of your experiences, and you certainly are more than your come-down. So, how do you cope with a come-down? Let's explore some strategies. First off, it's crucial to give your body what it's craving: rest. Your body has been in overdrive and it needs time to recuperate. Try to get some sleep, even if your mind is racing. Consider using relaxation techniques or calming music to help you drift off. If sleep just isn't happening, don't stress. Just lay down, close your eyes, and let your body rest. Next up, hydration. Remember, if you've been mixing drugs with alcohol, you're likely dehydrated. Rehydrate yourself with water, herbal teas, or sports drinks that can replenish lost electrolytes. Avoid caffeine as it can exacerbate anxiety and prevent restful sleep. Nutrition is another important aspect. Your body needs fuel to recover. Opt for easy-to-digest foods like bananas, rice, applesauce, or toast. As you start to feel better, gradually reintroduce a balanced diet. Now let's talk about those emotional swings. It's normal to experience feelings of depression, anxiety, or guilt after a bender. Remember, these feelings are temporary and are a result of the chemical imbalance in your brain caused by the drugs. Try to remind yourself that this is a temporary state and these feelings will pass. One thing that could help is planning and organizing before you decide to party. Try to get your important tasks done beforehand. That way, you won't wake up to a pile of unfinished work, which only adds to feelings of guilt and anxiety. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, avoid the temptation to take more drugs to cope with the come-down. This can easily lead to a vicious cycle of highs and lows, significantly increasing the risk of addiction. Remember, it's okay to reach out to friends, family, or professionals for support. You're not alone in this, and there's no shame in asking for help. Remember, taking more drugs isn't the answer. It's about taking care of your body and giving it time to recover. Sometimes it's more than just a come down. Sometimes it's a sign of a bigger problem. When the feelings of desolation and despair linger well past the aftermath of your last high, it might be more than just the effects of the substances leaving your system. If your feelings of depression or anxiety persist beyond the come down, it's time to consider seeking help. Moreover, if you find yourself reaching for drugs with increasing frequency to cope with daily stressors, or if you're using substances as a crutch to get through the day, then it's time to pause and reflect. Using substances as a solution to problems or as a way to escape reality is a slippery slope that can quickly lead to dependency or addiction. Let's also talk about the physical side of things. If you're experiencing persistent physical symptoms like rapid heart rate, persistent insomnia, or if you're losing weight without trying, these could be signs that your body is struggling with the effects of drug use. It's crucial to listen to your body and seek medical help if these symptoms persist. You don't have to face these struggles alone. There are numerous resources available to assist you. Reach out to healthcare professionals, mental health experts, or join support groups where you can share your experiences and learn from others who've walked the same path. There's no shame in reaching out for help. In fact, it takes a great deal of courage to confront your struggles and take steps towards healing. Remember, seeking help isn't just about overcoming drug use. It's about learning healthier ways to cope with stress. It's about rediscovering joy in sober activities. And it's about building a life that you don't need to escape from. So don't wait for rock bottom to arrive before you reach out. If you're struggling, if you're scared, if you're tired of the cycle, reach out. There are many hands ready and willing to help pull you out of the darkness and into the light. Seeking help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-awareness. Remember, you're not alone in this.